One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to beautiful Boone, North Carolina, Kid Brewer Stadium, home of the App State Mountaineers. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the App State Mountaineers offense has the ball first today. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different...
Turning it on! That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll leave it with him. Makes him talk to the hand. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Under fire. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. That last incomplete pass has them staring at a 3rd and 3. Looking downfield, it's Bryant. Quick completion on the out. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Galloway. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Galloway. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Looking left. It's caught. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Handoff to the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the running back. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last 2 plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. Back to throw, it's Bryant. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Snaps it in the shotgun. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Galloway. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And they will score. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
That great first drive by this offense capped off 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So NC State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defense.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Tight end now in motion. Wilson will throw. Got it in the middle. It's Hoffman. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Running through contact. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference. Offense.
There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Good, solid tackle. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Hoffman. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We've reached the break, and Appalachian State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Wilson to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And the defense, got him at the 27.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback on the keeper. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Bryant. Got out of trouble and throws. That's caught. It's Green. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. He's open on the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Gives it to the back on the draw.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Mountaineers will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Such great awareness along the sideline and the ability to get that foot down for the catch. The give out of the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Wilson will throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, NC State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to add another.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Southern Miss is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by 10 to Arkansas State.
Snap to the back.
Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Wilson to pass. Fires to the tight end. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. He leaves it with his back. Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. He'll do it himself. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. The Mountaineers in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Bryant. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Second down, he'll throw it. Plucks it out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Takes the handoff. It's Lewis. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. It's on target and complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. It's good. Easy call for the refs. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Boone when that town is buzzing as it is today. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Kidd Brewer Stadium.
And the Mountaineers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have... Oh, he's got some space.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Reads it, fires complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. NC State quick to the line.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The play action fake. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. Throwing right. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Oh, better look out. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. They'll ride the hot hand. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's the handoff. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. NC State will line up with a first and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina State. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, drive your legs.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Floats it out in space. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Looking to pass. It's Bryant. Got a man. It's Taylor. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Just keeps swinging it. The throw to the outside is complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. He's got an open man. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Line gets set, first down. Wide receiver going in motion. This is a designed run.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the designed quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. He splits the upright. Now a two-possession game at 24-13.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Oh, what a move. Turning it on. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. Wilson will throw. Got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Backed up now. Here's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. We reach the break. It's NC State on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Here's the pressure. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. NC State has to come up with a big play on third and long. Makes the catch. It's Huffman. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. What a disappointment. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Back to pass, it's Bryant. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Second down coming up. The give to the back. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. Inside the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, App State. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Obvious thinking here. Get the two-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. They want to throw it.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
NC State, 24.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air on second down. Got his man on the right. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Wilson to pass.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to...
Breaks free. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play.
Hold on.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. The run from the shotgun. There he goes. And they're able to get him on the ground. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. He'll keep it himself. Nice move there. Oh, another still making moves. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. NC State going up tempo. The give to the tailback. Jukes his way for more. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Tries again to get it in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Get it out on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And they're going to try this on 4th down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Fit it in the window for the score. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Southern Miss is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arkansas State. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to throw, it's Bryant. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They'll try to get the first through the air. Bringing the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They want that clock to run. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. With the run on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. On the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, NC State! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw. It's Bryant. Makes the catch. It's Green. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Going to swing it on second down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Wants to throw again. He's got him in the flat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. To the air on first down. Takes the easy completion. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Got the quick pass. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go?
On the play. Brings up second down.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Looking for a big gain. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Back to pass, it's Bryant. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Appalachian State. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
A nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one It's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
PAT unit on the field.
For the extra point.
Bangs it through for an extra point. An 84-yard drive there. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.